Welcome, 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 everybody. Obviously, the intro didn't want to play for y'all today. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's see if it'll work. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, microphone was acting up. Thank you, Nikki, for so much because this is. When J News is not here, things do not want to work. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hit the Ropes Podcast. Again, I'm your girl, Delores, here for the review and preview of everything that is happening in pro wrestling from the indies to the professional. You'll catch it all here on the Hit the Ropes Podcast. So, we are on the reviews. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with WWE. WWE Raw was Monday. On the 31st. It was Raw 1662 on Netflix. We might get back into the Netflix watch alongs. We also are going to talk about my eventful week next week, where I will be on here pretty much 24 hours a day from Wednesday to Sunday. You'll catch me not next week, but the week after next, because it's WrestleMania weekend and everybody is putting on the show. I know. I told you all. Let me pop myself in the little corner. I told you all that I wasn't going to necessarily be doing that again because I did it last year. You can catch it on the on the lesson, but your girl decided to do it again. And when I decided to do it again, I said I'm gonna have to watch these shows. So let me just go ahead and watch it with you all. We'll be playing games for the 2 to 3 of the nights. Workhorse Wrestling Network will be joining me. So I will be in charge of both chats so you can bounce back and forth. We'll be playing games. We'll be doing fun stuff because not everybody is a wrestling fan, and I want to make sure everybody is comfortable. Okay. So let me check the chat. I see a chat up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those who are in the chat, Nightbot drops links to people who have been very supportive of the channel. And so I try to make sure, there we go, move me over so I don't always have the words cross my face. And you can put me a little circle in the corner. I ain't got to be big. There we go. Uh, so that makes it easier. This is where we review and preview wrestling for the past week, upcoming week. Next week, this upcoming Sunday we'll be on. The following Sunday we won't be on, but we'll be on Tuesday for a special episode. So you'll catch me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on your streaming platform. So we're gonna get into Raw 1662. We started out with a New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods defeating Catch Republic of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. We had a non-title match with Gunther defeating Jimmy Uso by referee's decision. We had the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor with Carlito in their corner defeating Braun Breaker and Penta. For the WWE Women's World Title match with the special referee, my girl, the quickest, the fastest, the best, Bianca Belair refereeing. We had Io Sky and Rhea Ripley in a double DQ. So this was a good match. I would suggest. I think Raw overall was okay, but I really enjoyed the women's match, and Bianca really getting involved was I predicted that, but how it ended up happening was a little slightly for women different. So I enjoyed that. So I suggest you go back and watch that. Now we're on to NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Up and coming stars of NXT. We had NXT 779 on the first, which was Tuesday, on the CW network. We have the WWE NXT Women's North American title qualifying match where Zarya defeated Lash Legend. No quarter catch crew, Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights defeated Hank and Tank. We had WWE NXT Women's North American title qualifying match with Kalani Jordan defeating Roxanne Perez. We had the WWE NXT North American title match where Ricky Saints defeated Sean Spears to win the North American title, and he is your new champion. Listen, if you all do not know, I'm a Ricky Starks fan. I love Ricky Starks. He's Ricky Saints now, and if you go back history, which I try to tell you all, Ricky was kind of brought in by Cody Rhodes when they were in a company which we cover called AEW, All Elite Wrestling, and so he got to start there. He felt like he really wasn't getting the push he needed. When his contract was done, he left and immediately came to WWE, and he's in NXT, which is a kind of like developing place where you learn, you get on screen experience, you get a chance to kind of develop your character before you go to the main roster. So to see him win a championship in WWE is wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on to the next show, which was SmackDown. Oh, no problem, Nikki. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. We're going to SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. SmackDown was SmackDown 1337 on Friday. We had Ray Phoenix defeating Nathan Frazier. In a non-title match, LA Knight defeated Tama Tonga. For the WWE Tag Team Title #1 contendership match, the Motor City Machine Guns defeated DIY. Naomi defeated B-Fab. We had in a last man standing match, Jacob Fatu defeat Braun Strowman. Ladies and gentlemen, I would say if you watch this, uh, as we say, JR, the legendary JR quoted, what is that, big meaty men slapping meat match. That's what it was for the last man standing match. We had a very, 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 very awkward um, promo battle between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, um, which was reportedly off script because Homegirl just all of a sudden was like, you might be 4-3 at WrestleMania, but you 0-3 in your marriage. And I'm like, yo, you hitting low below the belt. Charlotte was over it. Then she started mocking her. And then essentially after Tiffany stated that you 0-3 in marriages, she asked her why was her boyfriend Ludwig Kaiser in her DMs, and I was like, yeah, yeah, it might be a receipt coming for you, Missy Miss. It might be receipt time, not Tiffy time, but you never know. I enjoyed the last man standing match some way. It wasn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be. I absolutely popped and screamed for Ray Phoenix coming to join his brother in WWE. Again, they were some AEW people who moved. Penta was first. Ray was held back because he had injury time, which you all don't know. In wrestling world, if you have injury time, they can make you stay with the company and add more time to your contract. So worked out. Really liked the music. I'm not a fan of the theme music. I need them to find a brother or a sister to help them out. But other than that, okay, show. Jade attacking Naomi before the match makes their blood feud a little bit better. So if you want to watch that, it's on the USA Network. So every Friday, it's 3 hours now because when they moved to Netflix and to the CW, USA needed to replace the wrestling, and so they bumped Friday Night SmackDown to 3 hours. So we're done with WWE. Okay, we're going to AEW, ladies and gentlemen. All Elite Wrestling. All Elite Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. Dynamite was on. Let's see what date it was on. The second, ladies and gentlemen. Because as you know, wrestling comes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And as we're going to talk about today, pay-per-view sometimes Sunday. Ladies from the big companies. Ladies and gentlemen, AEW Dynamite was 287 on TBS, HBO. They simulcast at the same time. HBO Max. We had a mixed tornado tag team match. Swerve Strickland and Willow Nightingale defeated the Death Riders of John Moxley and Marina Shafir. We had a non-title match of Tony Storm versus Penelope Ford, which Tony Storm won. We had the Learning Tree of Big Bill and Brian Keith defeat CJ Esparza. Listen, J News word and J News ain't here, and I'm not messing that man name up. And Noonan. We had Kevin Knight, which we'll talk about a little later, and Will Ospreay defeat Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. We had Brody King defeated Lance Archer, and we had Cope defeating Claudio Castagnoli. I like this show. It's building up to the pay-per-view, which is happening tonight. For those who don't know, I help manage and run Workhorse Wrestling Network. They will be doing uh, Dynasty pay-per-view tonight on their show, doing a watch along. So make sure you go check it out. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They will be watching. Go check out Dynasty. Will be on any pay-per-view provider, and I think it'll be also on Triller. So check it out. Let's go on to another product that's under the AEW program is a Ring of Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, Ring of Honor is kind of like NXT where they're developing talent to get to the bigger picture. Ring of Honor was 110 on the third on ROHWrestling.com or their app. Ring of Honor World Tag Team Title Proving Ground match. The Sons of Texas defeated the Frat House uh, of Cole Carter and Griff Garrison. We had the Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan and Toa Leona defeat Carl Bloom and Dion Russman. The Outrunners, Truth Magnum and Torboyd Floyd. Which I'm saying, these names, they are a wild group because they're like Flash. If you think of like Donna Summers of the 80s or something, that's how they are. Uh, we had, they defeat the premier athletes of Ari Daivari and Tony Nese. We had the Infantry, Charlie Bravo and Sean Dean defeat the Dark Order. In an ROH pure title match, we had Lee Moriarty defeat AR Fox, which I say that's a match that I really, really liked. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to AEW Collision, which happened yesterday evening. It was AEW number 87 on TNT. Also, I think it also comes on HBO Max too. So make sure you check that out. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear thunder, that's what it is. We had the Don Callis family. Konosuke Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher defeat Powerhouse Hobbs and Tomohiro Ishii, which is from New Japan, because you hear us talking about it all the time. The Stone Pitbull, that's what we call him. Mark Briscoe defeated Max Caster. Pac defeated Cash Wheeler. Top Flight of Dante and Darius Martin defeated Crew of Action, Andrade and Leo Rush. Mike Bailey defeated Dralistico. Athena and Julia Hart, who wrestles in ROH, and Athena is the champion there, has been champion many of times, defeated Harley Cameron and Mercedes Monet, which was a good show. I would say go back. Anything that has Mike Bailey in it, I'm down for it. So that would be the match I want to watch again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to TNA, Total Nonstop Action. Ladies and gentlemen, Total Nonstop Action was 1080 on the 3rd on Access TV. Let me go back. Frankie Kazarian defeated Elijah. Metaphor of Jakar Jackson and Lash Legend. These are two bad, beautiful black women who can wrestle. Like they knocking teeth out. They giving you hard hitting action. So if you want to check something out, check them out. They defeated Spitfire of Danny Luna and Jody Threat. We had a non-title tag team match with the Hardys. Yes, I said the Hardys. They still wrestle. Matt and Jeff Hardy defeating the great hands of Jason Hotch and John Schuyler. We had Fatal Influence, JC Jane and Jasmine Nix, along with TB. I don't say her name. If you all have been here long enough, you know that she had controversies. One of them being that she spit in the face of a woman of color, not a black woman, but she spit into this woman's face, had some derogatory words, and after that she got counseled, and after that I counseled her in my life. Okay, so she I just call her TB, but you see her name on the screen. Defeated Lee Ying Lee and Masha Slamovich along with Zaya Brookside. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on GCW. GCW was on the 30th, and it was America's Most Wanted. Okay? Listen, GCW always got a lyric or a song or something. They gonna keep you hyped. Now, if you like extreme wrestling and you like glass and shatter and it's bloody and messy and it's just hardcore like ECW, this will be the company you choose to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on Trilla TV. Alex Price, Bang and Matthews, which is August Matthews and Davy Bang, alongside Brooke Havoc, defeated Dan the Dad, Cody Lane, and the new guys of Jake and Scott. Okay. When I laugh about Dan the Dad, it's because his character is a dad. He comes out with his morning cup of coffee, some suspenders, some khaki shorts, and his top pulled in when it's like a tie. And it's hilarious because sometimes you could snatch his tie or his shirt off and he has another one under it. And you'll do it like 2 or 3 times, and it's just hilarious when you see it. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Bain defeated Zeta Steel, Danny Moe, and the brothers of Funstruction. Listen, Funstruction, that's their name. Is Rollo the Clown and Yabo the Clown. Listen, when you think of them, you think this is gonna be some goofy stuff, and it is a lot of time. They defeated the Backseat Boys of JP Grayson and Tommy Grayson and the Wrath. Mance Warner defeated Gary J for the JCW title 4-way match Masha Slamovich defeated Blake Christian, Caleb Conley, and Jimmy Lloyd. Listen, if you've ever seen a Masha Slamovich fight, and in GCW, they do have a lot of uh, matches where women and men fight each other. Masha Slamovich is a woman. The other three opponents were men. She gives it to them like she's one of them, and I appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the next match. Was a death match with Otis Cougar defeating Sam Stackhouse. I was surprised because Sam Stackhouse is a big, meaty man, and it's hard to take him down. For the GCW Ultraviolet title death match, Matt Trabant defeated the Bev. We had a tag team death match. Too Tough Tony and Mickey Knuckles defeated the rejects of John Wayne Murdoch. And as you all know, I love to say, Reed Bentley. That's what I like to say, just because he looks country. And that's his character. So, I would say if you got Triller TV, GCW always gonna give you one or two good matches where it's always or sometimes a whole pay-per-view where you're gonna enjoy your time and have fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to MLW because I saw this live. I watched two live shows last night, and this was one of them. We had MLW Battle Riot, okay? Uh, and it's on YouTube. So if you want to go back and watch this or watch any episodes that come out for MLW to catch up, they're all on YouTube. So free. Run on that. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, Battle Riot took place last night, and these are the results. Atlantis Jr. and Star Jr. defeated Carvanario, Magnus, and Ultimo Guerrero. We had Janai Kai defeat Himurari. We had a triple threat, Templario and Esfinge. That's how Jay News. I know he's screaming at his TV right now. And Hechicero, Templario beat both of those men for the MLW Women's World Featherweight title. Nakajima defeated Dami Exo with little shenanigans, and we'll talk about one of the big plot things that have been happening that was revealed during the show. MLW heavyweight title 40-man battle royal riot match, essentially multi-man match. Here, as you see, Matt Riddle won and he defeated Alex Stone. We also had Alex Stone. Okay, yeah, Alex Stone. We saw him beat Alex Hammerstone, Alex Kane, Anthony Green, Ariel Dominguez, Atlantis Jr., Carvanario, Bishop Breyer, Blue Panther, Bobby Fish, Brett Ryan Gosselin, Brock Anderson, Chris Adonis, C.W. Anderson, Donovan Dijak, Dr. Dax, Esfinge, Hechisario, Quan, Jesus Rodriguez, Journey Fatu, Juicy Fanal, Kushida, Mads Kruger, Magnus, Matthew Justice, Mr. Thomas, Okamura, Paul London, Paul Walter Hauser, yes, the one from the movies, Paul Walter Hauser, Raj Desi, Rob Van Dam, Kojima, Satoshi Kojima, Shane Hayes, Star Jr., Titus Alexander, Tom Lawler, Ultimo Guerrero, and Virus. Okay. I was not happy that Matt Riddle won. I think I was not for sure because it could have been this one or the last one, but you'll have to check. But I think we also had the match where we had Alex Kane. No, was it this match? But go back and watch. Alex Kane faced. I'm trying to think of his name, but it was a good match. It's for the throne. Hey, Leonica, it's just me today. Jay News is busy, but he should be back next week. Ladies and gentlemen, we went on, and I also watched last night Revolver, Wrestling Revolver, and it was we did it. We did that. Sorry, but it was a fun. I would recommend out of all these ones from what I watched last week. This is the one that I had the most like I was like on edge for because some of these moves they did, I was wondering if somebody had broke something. We had Moose defeated Marcus Mathers, Havoc defeating Rachel Armstrong. For the PW Tag Team Title four-way match, the Macabre, which is Dreadnought and Cruel, defeated Alpha Sigma Sigma, Latinos Most Wanted, and Tie or Die. Revolver title match, Myron Reed was supposed to face BDE, but BDE, I think, pulled a hamstring or something. He said practicing for the match or whatever. So instead, Rich Swann stepped in, and so with the help of his girlfriend, Killer Kelly, baby mama, Myron Reed defeated Rich Swann. Freelance World Title Scramble match: Alfonso Gonzalez defeated Big Pound, Dark Pledge, Jeffrey John, Junie Underwood, and Regan. Ladies and gentlemen, JJ Garrett defeated Dante Leon. For the PWR Remix Title Street Fight, we had Crash Jackson defeating Calvin Takeman. For the 10-man tag elimination match, Chicago over everything. It was August Matthews, Davey Bain, Gringo Loco, Joe Alonzo, and Mustafa Ali defeating Team Revolver of Ace Austin, Jake Chris, Rich Swann, Steve Macklin, and Trey Miguel. Now we're on to which normally isn't J News's part of the show, but I think I got it. I used to do it, so I think I got it. We have New Japan Road to Sakura Genesis. This was day 2 on the 30th. So we had Hiroshi Tanahashi, Katsuya, I call him Murashima. His first name I never can pronounce right. Murashima. Ninja Mac Oleg Bolton defeat the Great Bash here of Toge Makabe and Homna. We had Daki Nagai and Tiger Mask along with them. House of Torture, boo. Ren Narita and Yujiro Takahashi defeated Tenzan and Toriano. If you've never seen Toriano, that is just a ball of fun, and he is always funny and doing something crazy in these matches. Bullet Club Board Dogs, Drilla Maloney and Sonata defeated Just for Guys of Taka Michinoku and Yuramura. We had the Bullet Club War Dogs, Gabe Kidd and Robbie X, along with Taiji Ishimori defeating TMDK of Hartley Jackson, Kose Fujita, and Robbie Eagles. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito defeated the United Empire of Callum Newman, Francisco Akira, and Jacob Austin Young. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Shingo Takagi, and Yota Tsuji defeated the House of Torture of Dick Togo and Evil. Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with El Desperado, defeated Bullet Club War Dogs of Clark Connors and David Finley, along with Gato. Generally, when I see Gato listed, I know somebody about to lose. It's just certain people you can just tell that like they there just to eat a pen, just eat this pen right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to the next night on the road to Sakura Genesis. It was day 3. 10-man tag match. Great Bash here of Toge Makabe and Homna, along with Master Wado and Tiger Mask and Yo, defeated Hiroshi Tenzan, Murashima, Ninja Mac, Oleg Bolton, Toriano. Ladies and gentlemen, Bullet Club War Dogs, Drilla Maloney, and Sonata defeated Just Four Guys of Taka Michinoku and Yuya Yora. Bullet Club War Dogs, Gabe Kidd. That's my dude. That's my dude. Call me. Robbie X and Taiji Ishimori defeated TMDK of Harley Jackson, Kose Fujita, and Robbie Eagles. United Empire, Callum Newman, Francisco Akira, Jacob Austin Young defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito. Yoda Tsuji defeated uh, Kanemaru by DQ. Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with El Desperado, defeated the Bullet Club War Dogs of Clark Counter, David Finley, and Gato. And last but not least, Shingo Takagi defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi. We're on to the next night, ladies and gentlemen. It was on the. I think I went too far. There we go. No. We had the fourth, which is not up here, but it was a road to. We had Mao. Let's go back. We're going to go Mao. Let's see. There we go. While we say this. On the fourth, we had Mao and Kuroku defeat Murashima and Ninja Mac. Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated Taguchi. United Empire, Callan Newman, Jacob Austin Young, Jeff Cobb defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón, Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito. Los Ingobernables de Japón, Shingo Takagi, and Yoda Tsuji defeated the House of Torture of Dick Togo and Evil. Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi, along with Master Wato and Yo, defeated Bullet Club War Dogs, David Finley, Drilla Maloney, Gabe Kidd, and Gato. For the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, tag team title match, Ichiban Sweet Boys, Kose Fujita, and Robbie Eagles defeated Bullet Club War Dogs, Robbie X, and Taiji Ishimori. And for the IWGP Heavyweight title, we had a hardcore match with El Desperado defeating Clark Counters. Now we can get back to the one we had before. There we go. So it's going to be two parts. We had a kickoff match, ladies and gentlemen, with Murashima defeating Daiki Nagai. Yuya Uemura defeated Sanada. For the New Japan Royal Television title, Great Khan defeated El Phantasmo in a title change. He defeated him by count out. Shota Umino defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi. In the never open weight 6-man tag match, we had House of Torture, Ren Narita Show, and Yujiro Takahashi defeat Bullet Club War Dogs, Drilla Maloney, Gabe Kidd, and Taiji Ishimori. On to the next set. We had the never open weight title. Konosuke Takeshita defeated Oiwa in that match. It was listen. These pay per views and stuff that New Japan put on. Sometimes the multi matches be a lot, but when you get to like these one on one matches, they be really good. IWGP Tag Team Title match. United Empire, Callan Newman and Jeff Cobb defeated Los Ingobernables de Japón, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito in a title change. We have for the IWGP Global Heavyweight title, Yoda Tsuji defeat Evil. He did the Lord's work, because if you know me, I don't like Evil and I don't like the House of Torture. Ladies and gentlemen, for the IWGP World Heavyweight title, Hiroki Goto defeated David Finley. Yes! I was scared that he was going to lose his title. I'm glad that he won. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're on to the previews. Preview. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with AEW. Because after this, I got to get ready to go and work tonight. So make sure you go over to Workhorse Wrestling Network because they will be doing this show tonight. It's AEW Dynasty, okay? The dramatics of it all. This will be a two-parter too. Ladies and gentlemen, on the pre-show, which is called 0 Hour, which is on YouTube, You can watch Matt Caster face an unknown person. You'll have AR Fox and Dante, AR Fox and Top Flight, which is Dante and Darius Martin, versus Crew of Action Andrade and Leo Rush, along with Nick Wayne. We'll get into the pay-per-view AEW Dynasty, which is on Triller TV and any one of your pay-per-view providers. You can watch ROH World Title Match, Mask versus Title, uh, Jericho versus Bandito. Please, Bandito, save us all. The Owen Hart Foundation 2025 Men's Tournament Quarterfinal match will have Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher. For the AEW World Title match, we'll have the Hurt Syndicate, which is Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, versus the Learning Tree of Big Bill and Brian Keith. We'll have the Owen Hart women's final quarterfinal match, as you see right here. It'll be Will Ospreay versus Kevin Knight. Non-title Owen Hart Foundation 2025 women's quarterfinal match will be, that's the men's quarterfinal match. The women's quarterfinal match will be Mercedes Moné versus Julia Hart. For the AEW TNT title, no time limit match, it will be Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole, baby. That's his name. AEW World Trios title match, we'll have the Death Riders of Claudio Castagnoli, Pac, and Willa Yuta versus Rated R FTR, which is Cash Wheeler, Cope, and Dax Hardwood. AEW International Title three-way match, Kenny Omega versus Ricochet and Mike Bailey. This will be a banger tonight, ladies and gentlemen. For the AEW Women's World Title match, Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne. And for the AEW World Title match, Jon Moxley versus Swerve Strickland. I'm telling you, Swerve Strickland, I love the song, but I can't wait to sing it tonight. When I swerve, when I drive. Listen, I can't wait for it. Mess with me, you won't survive. Listen, can't wait for it. Because I want my boy Swerve to win the championship again. But again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Workhouse Wrestling Network, they will be putting it all together, doing the watch along for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to my favorite thing in company because I like hardcore wrestling. It is GCW. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, GCW will be doing Philly Special. Okay? And the Philly Special is on the 6th, which is today. So I'm watching a lot. On Triller TV. Ashley Box versus Zeta Steele. My man, Jonathan Gresham versus Marcus Mathers. Ruckus versus Matt Tremont. The Bell versus Slade. For the GCW World Title match, Effie versus Tony Deppen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into New Japan Pro Wrestling. And we're on to Windy City Riot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the shows that they come to America for, and I absolutely love it. And it will be on NewJapanWorld.com or the app, which I have. It's about $10 a month. It is on the 11th. We have for the New Japan Pro World Strong Women's Title #1 contendership match, Azumi versus AZM, as we call her, versus Mina Shirakawa. For the New Japan World Strong Openweight Tag Team title match, we have the World Class Wrecking Crew of Jarrell Nelson and Royce Isaacs versus the Intergalactic Jet Setters of Kevin Knight and Kushida. El Fantasmo and Rocky Romero versus Los Ingobernables de Japón, Tetsu Unido and Titan. Zack Sabre Jr. versus David Finlay. For the New Japan World Women's title is Mercedes Moné. We don't have her opponent right now. Never Openweight title, Konosuke Takeshita versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. For the New Japan World Strong Openweight title, 30-minute Iron Man match, we have my bro, Gabe Kidd versus Tomohiro Ishii. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on to Prestige Wrestling. I thought I would include them because I watch them too, but I rarely talk about them. But they have great shows. And this one will be on the 12th, and it is called Roseland. Ladies and gentlemen, just like one of the other ones we talked about, you can watch live on YouTube on their Prestige channel. Uh, AZM versus Hanan. We have a four-way match of Yokosuka, sorry if I pronounced that right, versus Ethan HD, Ho Ho Loon, and Ishin. The Rascals, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz versus Satan Center of Judas Icarus and Travis Williams. KZY versus Kevin Blackwood. Tomohiro Ishii versus Kelvin Tankman. This is going to be a banger, hard hitting, two meaty men slapping meat. That's what they say when two big men get together and fight. West Coast Pro Tag Team title match. The Crush Boys, the Starboy Charlie and Titus Alexander versus Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Matt. Prestige title match. Alan Angels versus Timothy Thatcher. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is going to be a banger. So if you got time on the 12th, make sure you watch this. It's free on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Revolver on the 12th will also be having a show. It is labeled to be on Triller TV. I can tell you as of now, there is nothing listed for this show. So sometimes companies wait till we get closer because, like we said before, in one of the GCW matches, not GCW, Wrestling Revolver matches before, one of the contenders got hurt, and now we had to change things. So with that being said, this is the end. The end. We have reviewed and previewed a lot of things. Let me come back up here. I reviewed and previewed a lot of things with you. So wasn't that bad? Wasn't that bad? And now we have a spotlight. I won't be giving too much of this spotlight details and different things. I can only tell you why I thought it was a good choice. But this is J News' choice. And next week he will go in depth with you to why he chose this choice. And then also we'll do my spotlight next week. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Kevin Knight. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Knight, for me, is a good wrestler, young up and coming. He's been in New Japan, GCW. You've seen him wrestling Revolver. He's been around the world in many companies, and now he is all elite. Okay, he is with All Elite Wrestling. Love his style, love his energy, high flying, has fun, and that's something that you rarely get a combination of. And so that's why I think he was a good choice for Spotlight of the Week. So back to the studio where I am. Hey, everybody. I'm still going to plug my good brother J News. Because he's not here, we don't have a long draw. I'm gonna say the long draw speech for next week. For the clues of why why he is good and you should choose him. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, J News' QR code is about to come up for you. Let me get it up there. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to, matter of fact, I'm just gonna blow his QR code up so you all can see it. Oh, somebody scanned it. Yay. Okay. There we go. Let me also take this graphic down for you all. See, y'all know J News is here. Y'all know J News is here. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is J News' QR code. Please go check him out. He does a lot of things. He's going to be starting his channel back up again. Make sure you check him out for the movie reviews. He's great with it. Check him out on True Hill. He does a lot of great work over there. Um, Definitely check him out here on the Hit the Ropes podcast because I can't live without J News. When my J News is gone, we miss a lot, ladies and gentlemen. So please check out J News when you see him. Please scan that QR code. Check him out. Join his channel. Join his YouTube channel Go to his everything that he has. That is J News is so impeccably great, and I would tell you check him out. Also check him out for his his gym advice. He will go over with you, set a schedule for you, everything online. You don't have to come to him. It's very helpful. I'm telling you some of the tips and tricks he just happens to throw on me. It's been working. Wait till sis get slim and fine. Y'all know what you're gonna do. Okay, I'm already fine, but I'm gonna be finer. Okay, so make sure you check out J News. Ladies and gentlemen, my good brother J News, we miss him. If you love J News, go over to his channel, put some hearts in under this video. If you're in here, put it in the comment section. Put some hearts in this video. Let J News know you miss him and you love him and can't wait till you come back, because I do. Ladies and gentlemen, also, if you did not know, Hit the Ropes Podcast is on all social medias. I know last episode and this episode needs to be uploaded to Spotify. Let me do a better QR code for you. To Spotify. Um, we do Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. Check out Hit the Ropes Podcast. And you'll see this thumbnail where you see the us two sitting there, because we're two cute people. I'm the pink girl in my pink world, and J News is your favorite family moviegoer. Sorry, I messed that up because I know it's something. Your friendly neighborhood moviegoer. See, look, I got it. So J News like, yeah, J News, and I'm still under the weather, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fighting a good fight. But make sure you check that out. Check us out. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have everything. We're going to be putting more content on it. We're just trying to build it around there. I am in the process of trying to figure out if we should do some paid behind the wall stuff where you all get to see, interact, and talk with us, because we don't do a lot of watch alongs together or in the moment. And a lot of the times we do watch this stuff. We just watch it separately. So maybe doing something like this so y'all can get to know us, see our reactions, see how we have fun. And because normally watch alongs are like everybody needs to be in sync. Me and J News are two like free flowing people. So that'll be great to see us have reactions to things in the moment and wonder how did he take it and I take it at the same time. So please check us out. Ladies and gentlemen, now we're on to me. Hi, I'm Delores, and let me pop myself up. Let me pop myself up this way. I'm gonna pop myself up this way. There we go. Hi, I'm Delores. I'm just a pink girl in my pink world here on every social media. But if you can, please join my channel. I have all social medias from Discords to gaming to everything. I've done everything on this channel, and I am going to continue to put out content. Yes, Canva will not be the only thing. If you all don't know, check out my theme song that I made for my channel. I do. For those who don't know, I am Delores, and I'm gonna keep yelling it from time to time. Delores of Delores Designs, and this is how you can reach me right here. Um, I do graphics, I do journals, I help make logos, I do merch, I have made songs. I I have learned to do a lot of things because I'm interested in a lot of things. And so if you are interested in getting it done for your channel, your business, call a girl. Okay, I'm available. And so I am here to help people because listen, it's hard out here. And it's hard to find good help and help that wants to better you as a person in your business, teach you and learn. And I am here for that. Okay. Make sure you check out my last video. It was about Microsoft Clip Chat. I use that to edit from time to time. I use other things, which I'll be talking about on the channel. Some of my favorite apps, some of my favorite tech things that I like to use to incorporate to get things like this done. We probably will drop an updated restream video sooner or later. I have it in the vault, just ain't put it together. So those are things about that. If you're into tech or you want to learn about tech, I'm your girl because I will teach you from ground up. If you're not tech savvy, when you leave, you'll be like, I got some things from Delores, and I'll be very glad because when I get to see you, I'll put it into motion and use it for the good of your business or your channel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this QR code down. I've appreciated you coming today. For those who support me, like the uh, Everyday Life and OCD is chick right here. I appreciate you coming. Leonica, she's always in the house. So I know not we're gonna talk over the schedule because they changed the schedule of WrestleMania week. So I have a better understanding of it, but I'm also going to be a little bit tired. And we're gonna play games. We're gonna have fun. There'll be times where I might have to walk away and y'all playing bingo. And that listen, I don't want to make it seem as though you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck in a few days. It might be a giveaway. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be trying to find the updated schedule because they added another day and some more things. And so, but again, you all know that I know maybe for the culture, but I know the two WrestleMania nights. I definitely will have somebody from Workhorse Wrestling Network with me. So they like to have fun too. We like to have a good time. Here we go. So listen, you can't find something when you need it. This is the old schedule. Let me click that off. This is the old schedule. So I'm gonna pop that up for you. This is the change. April 16th at 4 p.m. I will be doing the ID title tournament opening round match, set matches. 8 p.m. Dragon Gate. 11 p.m. on the 17th, which was Thursday. It'll be Defy Wrestling at 11. 3 p.m. will be the Wrestling Mark Hancock Memorial Showcase. It'll be 8 p.m. Josh Burnett's Bloodsport. 12 a.m. Progress Wrestling. Friday, 11 a.m. Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling at 11 a.m. 3 p.m. DDT Pro Wrestling. 7 p.m. Joy Janela Spring Break 9. 12 p.m. 12 a.m. Hills Have Eyes for the Culture. Ladies and gentlemen, for the culture is very important to me because it's about Black wrestlers showing their talent. And so I definitely will be there for that. The 19th, it's Effie's Big Gay Brunch 19. For those who do not know, Effie has been having this big gay brunch during the WrestleMania weekend, which has LGBTQIA plus talent and sometimes supporters who wrestle for Effie and is a fun, hilarious, sometimes a raunchy time at Effie's Big Gay Brunch. 2 p.m. Tokyo Joshi Pro versus DDT versus GCW. That will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, WWE at 1 p.m. on Saturday will be having NXT Takeover. That's at 1 p.m. 11 p.m. is Joey Janela Spring Break Cluster Forever. Okay. I also love that. That's fun, funny. Joey is just a hilarious wrestler who likes to have fun. He's a party, and I enjoy that. In the midst on that day between 2 and 11, 8 o'clock is when WrestleMania, 7 o'clock, sorry. WrestleMania will be on night one. And then Sunday is night two at 7 o'clock. Monday night is Monday Night Raw after Mania. That is 8 p.m. And we will announce the time for our WrestleMania special on Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know me and you need some help, know that Wednesday won't be the day you get that because I will be tired. As you hear now, I'm fighting for my voice. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say it's getting hot in here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm just on fire. Baby boy, baby girl, please keep on your clothes, okay? I don't want to see all that. But I do got something for you that might help you just a little bit, okay? Is if you do me this favor. Let me cut the lights out on you. Ooh, I feel a breeze. I had water and ice and everything. I knew it was going to be hot. But ladies and gentlemen, until then,